This video is part of a series. Complete the previous videos in this playlist before you start this video. The complete playlist information, the material and the code file information is given in the video description below.
Now, what is Agentic AI system? Right now, the term is Agentic AI, but if you ask me what should be the right term, it is Agentic AI system. What is Agentic AI system? If you take multiple such AI agents, and if you're trying to do a very vast task, if you're trying to achieve something very big by splitting the whole task into subtasks, that is Agentic AI system. A single AI agent typically performs a specific goal-oriented task. Agentic AI, it involves multiple specialized agents or components working together. So once you give the goal, I have given the goal as you create a software for me. Then multiple AI agents will work in the background. One AI agent will create the code. Other agent will try to check whether the code is right or wrong. The other agent will try to debug the code. The other agent will test the code like that. For example, if I give one task, I want to do the research on target audience, or if I want to do one marketing strategy, then one of the agent will do the research on target audience, other one will write a copy, other one designs the image, other one schedules the email, other one posts on social media. So multiple agents coming together, that is agentic AI system. So LLM generates the output. One agent does a one specific job with one tool. Maybe internet searching is one specific task. After searching, code writing is another specific task which will be done by another agent. After that, debugging the code is another task which is done by another agent. So multiple agents working together, that is the agentic AI system. So an agentic AI system is more than just plain LLM chatbot. Most important thing is it has autonomy. That means it can decide what are the actions, what are the steps it has to take one by one, one by one. Obviously, it'll use a lot of tools, it'll use a lot of APIs. You will get clarity on all these. Right now, I'm just giving you an overview. As and when we go in depth into them, definitely you will get clarity how these agentic AI systems work. Agentic AI system will do the reasoning and planning because we have to handle a lot of AI agents. We have to make sure that which agent should do what task. After that, how to combine all the results that are given by this set of agents, and then what task should follow what task, and where to keep this memory and the context and the content, everything need to be planned. So agentic AI system is very, very complex than a single AI agent. Maybe you can build an AI agent. I can build an AI agent easily, but building an agentic AI system that will work in a very solid, foolproof manner may not be that easy. It is possible, but it will take more time than building a single AI agent. So the agentic part is behaving like an agent. So basically, we are trying to give autonomy to this agentic AI system, which will use multiple agents. So one of the example, I think we have seen couple of examples. So this is an agentic AI system that is trying to create a software for us. So that is one agentic AI system. Previously, we have seen another agentic AI system, which is trying to give us what are the stocks, which is trying to do some research on the stocks. In fact, there are some softwares that have made millions, maybe billions of dollars. One of them is Perplexity. So your Perplexity, yes, that is also an agentic AI system. So when everybody was using large language model, what Perplexity told, you know what, I can do internet searching also. So Perplexity has added this feature. So if I say, what are the box office collections for the movie, let's say Superman 2025. Now, if you ask this question to a large language model, it may say that I have been trained on the data until 2023. I may not be able to give an answer. But what Perplexity has done, it has just given an extra tool called internet searching, and then it has also given another tool called summarizing. So it has given multiple other tools along with simple LLM output. Now, to answer this, it will go through several internet images. It will go through several sources, 10 sources, and then it has taken all these steps to give us the output. And this is one of the agentic AI system. So basically, Perplexity is a very good example of agentic AI system that was created early. But nowadays, when Perplexity was there, ChatGPT doesn't have any of this agentic AI system. Only in ChatGPT 5 or just before ChatGPT 5, this agentic AI system came into the picture. That is why Perplexity was very famous until that point. But now I would say, even in ChatGPT, you have the agentic AI system. Everybody is doing this vibe coding. So what is this vibe coding? Vibe coding refers to using the natural language to guide AI systems that will automatically give you a working code. Nowadays, a lot of developers or even non-developers are getting into this vibe coding. This term was given by Andre Kapati, is one of the research scientists at OpenAI. So what he says is, I just see the stuff, I just say the stuff, I just run the stuff, I just copy paste the stuff, and mostly it works. It gives me whatever. Basically, when he says I just see the stuff, I just see whatever is there as the output that is given to me. So the stuff he's talking about is, okay, I just see, okay, I want to create a game, and then I just see this, okay, whatever is working, that is fine. And then I say the stuff, I come here and I say that, okay, use the color coding as maybe red, green, blue, or something like that, and then copy paste the code or copy paste the stuff. I just give my whatever prompt is here, and automatically it will give me the output. One of the other agentic AI system that gained a lot of fame is Lovable. So Lovable, you can also try this. This is the one that has made this whole game of agentic this vibe coding very famous. So in Lovable, so whatever we have done here right now, it is available in ChatGPT 5. Previously, people used to do it in Lovable. Let's say if I go to some of my projects earlier, maybe I have created, just out of curiosity, I have created this. I have given the prompt, automatically it has created this app. So even looks like ChatGPT has taken the same lovable approach of giving the prompt on the left hand side and your app is on the right hand side. So this is the first one. So I have given one concept, like maybe if we want to democratize this whole health system, what if we want to connect patients to doctors by using app or something? Already some apps are there, by I have given all these objectives, etc. And I want to create a kind of starter kit or health subscription packs, etc. I want to create an application. Earlier, I have to write lots and lots of lines of code, and I have to connect it to front end, back end. I have to take care of many things. But in this, I have just kept on giving the prompts automatically. Using these prompts, this whole thing has been created. This is known as vibe coding. So most of the vibe coding looks like, giving a prompt or talking to AI and getting the output. So when somebody says vibe coding, mostly they are talking about these agentic AI systems. Some of the other examples of your complex agentic AI systems, Devin is the one that is used for creating the code. Devin by Cognition AI. It can plan, it can search the documents, it can write the code, it can debug, it can test, it can also deploy automatically. Right now, you can see ChatGPT also came into this picture. Copilot with Microsoft, let's say if you get an email, automatically Copilot will tell you that, okay, for this email, I can give you this as the reply. You can just verify. After that, I can send it automatically. So autonomously, it will do it. Let's say if you have a mail, somebody says that let's have a meeting at 3 p.m. today. Copilot will suggest that, shall I book the calendar? Automatically, you just need to say, yes, go ahead, book the calendar. And then cursor ID in the way that I have shown you here, this is kind of on ChatGPT, but if while you're writing the code itself, inside your IDE itself, if you want to have an agent working with you, then you can use it, cursor IDE, automatically it will write a lot of code for you. So this is nothing but vibe coding. This is a new term that has been given by Andre Kaparthi. You code, you create softwares by just giving the prompt, and it is not going to give any random code. It is going to give you the code that will definitely work. So from here on, your problem is not really creating an application. Your problem is coming up with a idea. Once you have the idea, creating the application is a piece of cake. I'm not saying it's damn easy. 90% of the application you can create easily. Last 10% definitely vibe coding will be painful. But what I'm saying is you can take an expert's help and complete it finally. So these are some of the examples of complex agentic AI systems. A lot of them we are going to get clarity towards the end of it. But as of now, I want you to realize there are three terms. One is Gen AI, the other one is AI agent, and the other one is Agentic AI system. Gen AI is a large language model giving you the output. So that is Gen AI. AI agent is you have the large language model. It will give a tool to it. It will do one specific job. Agentic AI system is multiple AI agents working together. There's a lot of planning that is going on, and there's a lot of complexity in this to achieve a job. Almost replacing a team of software engineers, almost replacing a team of designers, almost replacing the humans, almost, but not completely, but almost 90% of the work is almost done. Now, there are some agentic AI frameworks. Whatever you have seen until now, these are the tools, but there are some agentic AI frameworks. If you want to create such tools by yourself, so agentic AI framework will have LLM, it will have tools, it will have memory, it will have planning, it will have collaboration. If you want to do everything on your own, if you want to create everything by yourself, not by using ChatGPT or Lovable, so these are some of the agentic AI frameworks: Autogen by Microsoft, LangGraph by Langchain, Crew AI, MetaGPT, Open Agents or Super Agents or N8N. These are some of the frameworks. Frameworks means automatically there are already certain tools, already certain libraries are there. You can use those libraries and you can create your own agentic AI system for a specific task. For example, I am working in a company. I have a specific task here. For that, I want to create agentic AI system. If I want to write my own code, you can use one of these frameworks. We are going to discuss about Autogen in depth. I'm going to give a little bit of introduction to Langchain related framework. And we also get into Crew AI, and we will do very much in depth of NA10 working with AI agents. So there are several frameworks. If you want to build multi-agent pipeline easily, you can use some of them. If you want to simulate a team with different roles and responsibilities, you can use a certain type of frameworks. As of now, these are frameworks that are famous, but in future there may be another framework that will surprisingly appear and which will overtake everything here. This field is just emerging. Whatever is here in terms of basics, you have to learn, but after 6 months, maybe most of them may not be useful. Suddenly, you will find a particular framework that is kind of overtaking everything here because we are at a very early stage of this whole agentic AI systems. So here in our course, here we will try to touch upon Autogen, Crew AI, Langchain, and N8N. Yes, there are other frameworks as well, but by going through this, it is sufficient for you to get an idea. After getting an idea, maybe in future, if at all you need to learn something else, based on the knowledge, based on the fundamental concept that you are going to have here, you can always explore something else. As of now, I would say these are sufficient, or maybe out of these also, you just focus on Autogen and N8N, that is also sufficient. Autogen is designed for building LLM-driven agents, which we are going to discuss. This is an agentic AI framework. A framework is like set of packages, set of tools, set of functions that are available for you that will make your whole development much faster. Without a framework, writing the code, everything from scratch will be very difficult. Crew AI is another alternative to Autogen. These are the top two ones that are right now in the market. You can use any one of these two, or maybe you can ignore both of them as well, because NA10 is a no code or a low code tool where here you have to write your own code. Definitely, there are pre-built libraries that you can use, but on NA10, this is like drag and drop. There will be some nodes. If you connect the nodes, automatically in the backend, the code will be written. Right now, N8N is very famous. As of now, this is number one in the market when it comes to agentic AI frameworks. I have seen a lot of people using it. But when I interacted with the experts, they are saying that no tool or none of the framework is 100% perfect. When you are really building industry applications, they have found that there are some caveats in each of them. Now, that is always there when you are starting with a new technology like this. Definitely, there will be some problems, there will be some roadblocks, but as of now, these are the three that we will focus on. You may want to learn these three, and in future, if you have to explore anything new, you may want to explore that as well. Now, this session is just an introductory session. If you feel that there are some terms that you still not able to understand, that is natural. We haven't yet started. I'm just giving you a kind of bird's eye view what we are going to do. Maybe if you're not understanding what is N8N, then maybe once we get into N8N, then definitely I will give you a complete idea. I'm assuming that you are from absolutely basic background. So the learning path, if you really want to learn agentic AI, if you see the history of agentic AI, the organic learning path is you have to learn all these to reach agentic AI. If you ask me, maybe a proper organic learning path, if you have sufficient amount of time, if you are a student, or even if you're not a student, but you want to really excel at this particular field of agentic AI, maybe the organic learning path will be you first get started with coding. That is bare minimum basics, that is stage one. You can start with Python coding, but a lot of people kind of get scared when they hear the term coding. But we cannot say that for the lifetime. If you are scared of Python coding, maybe start with SQL coding. SQL is one of the easiest coding language. Hardly 20 or 30 commands will be there. You will be scribbling them here and there. Then you will get a good feel of coding. Maybe spend one weekend on this, and then maybe one weekend or one week on Python. You are ready with coding. If you already having basic knowledge of coding, that is fine. Nowadays all these agentic AI systems are making this whole coding easy for you. If you write one line of code, automatically it is going to suggest the next line of code. So have some basic idea on coding, and then machine learning, deep learning are the topics that will give you an idea on what are models and what is this whole field of making a prediction, model building, model validation, etc. Then generative AI comes into the picture. Then the advanced version of generative AI, which is Agentic AI, that is stage 3. So I have divided it into stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. Stage 1 coding, stage 2 MLDL, stage 3 is Agentic AI. But if you want to go for a shortcut method, maybe the most important ones are Python. You must do it. Maybe you can skip machine learning, deep learning, Gen AI, and then go to Agentic AI. Directly jumping onto Agentic AI, that itself I do not suggest. So at least bare minimal, the essentials would be Python followed by Gen AI, followed by Agentic AI. So in our course, this is a full-fledged end-to-end course. In our course, what I'm covering is this is the introduction session, just an overview that we have just covered. And then I'm going to give you an idea on agents. In fact, in this session itself, I'll try to cover a lot of Gen AI. So whatever is the essential Gen AI that you must know, that I will try to cover here. Even if you do not go through Gen AI, you should be able to get most of it, but I still suggest that there is one 3-day crash course on Gen AI that I have recorded. I want you to go through that. That would be better. Otherwise, you can go through this session, and then at the end of it, I will talk about one agent, building that one agent. Then we will go to agentic AI frameworks like Autogen. Then we go to the agentic AI frameworks like N8N, no code tools, and then a lot of applications that we do. And recently, there is something called MCP that has come up. We are going to discuss what exactly is MCP and this and what is happening with this MCP, what is the use of it, and then finally we end up with Crew AI. I would say this is a kind of version 1 of our agentic AI course. I will wait for 6 months, and then maybe I will add a few more videos in each of these courses based on the updates. Maybe if something else comes up, maybe as of now everybody is following MCP. What if there's a better version of MCP that comes up? There's something else, maybe A2A protocol or something. Then I may add those videos as well. So you cannot learn agentic AI in one shot. You go through this course, the assignments that I'm giving, try to complete them. The classroom exercises, try to complete them. Download the material, write the code along with me. It's a 100% hands-on course. Make sure that you are not only watching the video, also writing the code along with me, making sure that you're executing the code along with me. And then maybe after 6 months, again, you check in and try to see what are the updated versions of the packages and the codes. Let us get started with the course.
Continue with the next video in the playlist. We are covering everything step by step. If you have any questions or the comments, please post them in the comments window below.